Hey guys, my name is Jorge Murillo. I'm a friend of Clayton Reagan's. I went to A&M with him. And anyways, I just want to share a little bit about my experience with uh, writing goals, how that's really changed my life. And um, I'm currently, I guess, give a little bit about me. I'm currently studying, I'm doing a fifth year at UT Dallas, a certificate in biology, but I start dental school here in August at the Texas A&M College of Dentistry. I was involved in Focus for 3 years, 2.5 years, discipleship Bible studies. And anyways, goal setting was really important for me. It's really part of my development and actually, striving to be a saint and um, being able to actually, do the things that help me know Jesus. So I'm just gonna, start with I'm gonna do three separate videos. One's gonna be this will be why why goal setting is important. The second one will be kind of my story with it and how I write them, and kind of the third will be a little bit about yeah the outcome of the goal setting. So, anyways, I'll try to make it as brief as possible, but I'll start here. So let me minimize this. Okay, so this is kind of the why. So I think the first thing that needs to be done, I'm trying to make this as practical as possible. But this video, um, or excuse me, the first thing you need to do before setting goals that I had to do was, I'd go to my room and just sit for 10 minutes and ask myself, what things do I want to be different? Um, and in those 10 minutes, I'm sure a lot will come. Like a lot will come if you're, willing to be honest. And for me, when I did that, it was, my prayer life wasn't where it needed to be. I wasn't praying daily. I was pretty inconsistent. My studies were, I was not really studying enough. I felt that my exercise routine had gotten out of hand and I hadn't been exercising. And I just felt uncomfortable and disordered. So in 10 minutes, I figured out a lot of things I wanted to be better in my life. And um, that was the first step. Because at first I just needed to identify, what do I want to be different? I had to write it down. So get a pen and paper and sit for 10 minutes and write down what things, just bullet points, whatever way you want to do it, you want to be different. And I think the biggest why is this. Here's a little illustration I want to do for y'all. So let's say you're starting here. This is you. Okay. And this is where you want to be, right? So let's say, this is your dream job or this is your ideal, you know, physical, pinnacle or your prayer life, your prayer life or whatever it may be. Even let's say I give you $1 million if you get here. So if I told you, if I gave you $1 million if you got here, you'd put it in Google Maps and you'd figure out the exact route it would take you to get here, right? And this is what goals do in my life. Goals create this path to the $1 million. If I told you that you'd get this $1 million, guaranteed as long as you got there, you would do anything it takes to get there, to get to that $1 million. What can happen when I don't set goals is this. Here is my destination. Here's me. But what can happen is I just aim, it's aimless wandering. And so by the end, you can see how much longer the route takes, how much longer it is than the other one. And on top of that, I end up here. The problem is if I don't set goals, I have no idea that I'm this far from where I want to be. I don't, this gap isn't feasible. I can't quantify it because I don't know how far off I've gotten, right? So this is why goal setting is so important. And this is kind of a small illustration I think was helpful for me to see, is I had to ask myself, I think asking myself the question of is goals, is where I want to be, and focusing on that. This is where I want to be. I want to get there. That wasn't enough for me. I think the question that I have to ask is, what happens if I don't get here, right? If I ask myself that question, what happens if I don't, follow my goals? What happens if I don't set a plan? What happens if I don't make that route to the $1 million? You know, I'll end up here. And the problem with this is if I don't set goals, I have no benchmark to look at. I have no way to quantify, where I've been. So it becomes difficult to me to even, there's no, I never lose, but I never win in life. I never lose, but I never win. And that's an aimless life. And it's really terrible. Um, Whereas in this one, yeah, it's not going to be perfect. I can, maybe take a pit stop here and end up wandering off, but when I get here, I can easily go right back on the route a lot more quickly than I would here. Because here you'll never end up here, ever. You'll never get the $1 million. So, anyways, I hope that's a little helpful illustration, and I'll start my next video about my experience.